I can feel you looking.
Definitely not looking. We're going to be discussing our top 10 albums.
Yes, now it is time for albums, and we're going to try and make it a little bit less yappy. It's only 9, so we have quite a few more hours until we ring in the new year. We're doing good.
True. We're doing great.
We're not doing guessing for this, we're just yapping.
Okay, my number 10 album is Between Two Trees. That's the band name, sorry. Soft Lock Picking is the name of the album. They're a Charlotte emo band. They kind of do like some glitchy emo stuff, which is like really cool. I really fuck with. It kind of gives me like old school Origami Angel vibes with like the XD Gale of Darkness EP and like prior to that, like with like Ruby and all that stuff. So I really messed with that, and I think it's really cool. And I always try to give a shout to smaller bands who might not be on your radar. So go check out Between Two Trees. Exit Sign is one of my favorite songs. So if that's something you want to check out, do it. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is Evangelic Girl is a Gun by Yule. You know that I've been on a total Yule kick.
Yes.
Literally, top to bottom, that album is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And so, like, I don't know how she's not, like, a bigger pop girly, but I'm thinking it's just because she's not, like, traditional pop.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely has a little more of an edge, and, like, it's not as accessible. But I definitely see what you mean. I think she should be way bigger than she is. I agree.
You agree?
Yeah. Well, my number 10 is Drain Is Your Friend.
By Drain.
Well, no, it's Drain, and the album is ... is your friend.
So funny.
That band is just everything live. If you ever get a chance to see Drain, do it, because it'll be the best live show you'll ever see in your life. Not even just from like a sonic perspective, but the energy, the way Sammy commands the crowd. Like, you cannot stand still at a Drain show. Like, you will not, you won't be.
It's true.
You won't be in the crowd. Everybody's moving. Everybody's having a good time. And it's just pure chaos. I think the energy of seeing those songs played at Warped Tour definitely changed my mind on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because
seeing them at this is hardcore for me.
Yeah, and so like with the newer record coming out, I was excited to hear it at the Orlando Warped that we went to, just because we saw them in the DC one, but they only had a couple singles out at the time, and so I got to see like basically their entire suite of songs live, which was so much fun, and I think it gave me like a fresh perspective on the album, and I really enjoyed it.
That was your number 9?
Yes.
My number 9 is Renee Rapp, Bite Me. You know why? We bisexual in this bitch. I'm like losing my words of like what I want to say about certain things, but it's just like I couldn't not include this album because it, like, I listened to it so much. Not upon first when it was released, but after me and my best friend Mara went to see her live. And I just saw how all of these songs perform, and also she's just the most incredible live performer, as you're kind of saying about Drain, like... She's incredible. She has the most insane vocals. Literally outsings so many.
Again, another instance of why isn't she bigger?
Because people are homophobic. Straight up, like, that album is...
You just made an insane pun.
Straight up. That album is so much fun. I don't know if it could top her last album for me, just because that album, like, just meant so much to me.
Yeah.
But, it is exactly what she was going for, which was like a pivot from like the ballad and the sad and the I'm coming out of my like shitty experiences, which was like kind of like the last album. And this was like, she wanted it to be sleazy, as she said it, and it's just like fun, like party pop. Like it's just, it's a good time.
Absolutely.
It's a good time.
My number 8 is Bearing's Comfort Company. I'm sure you guys... Yeah.
Why is Bearing's always like lower on your list?
There were so many good records this year, and I think it's just because I didn't spend as much time with this one, and same with the last one. Like, if you would have caught me on the year that...
you built a Minecraft server.
Well, yeah, no, literally. No, on Hello, It's You. Yeah. Like, if you would have caught me on that album cycle, that was like 2, easily. This was just, I didn't get enough time to really spend a lot with this, but the singles and the songs, and again, seeing them live, Dougie's really worked on his vocals, and like, they sound really, really solid. Not to say he was bad prior to that, but like, it's gotten so much better. And also splitting a lot of vocal time with their guitar player is really nice too, to get to hear his voice as well. Seems like a return to form for them, because like I think the last album was like trying to be bigger than it was, and then this album just seems like they made what they wanted to make, and it's a really good product. I
would have to agree, it's a really good product. It single-handedly made me want to see them, but they were playing the same night as Emblem 3. Party foul. My number 8 is Beach Bunny Tunnel Vision.
Yes!
And the thing is, that's why I couldn't put Big Pink Bubble on my songs of the year. But that was literally like, what, my number 3 on Spotify? Yep. I love that song. I stay out of trouble in my big pink bubble. That concert was one of my favorite this year.
It was so much fun.
We were like so wholesome. And it was on Record Store Day. And it was just one of our like, I feel like our first like date, concert, outing, whatever you want to call it, like after the winter.
Yeah, no, it was like, it was early April, so yeah.
I love that album. I'm not gonna say all, but most of the songs from it have stayed in my on repeat for a significant portion of this year. Miss Beach Bunny just has a way of like putting experiences to words.
Absolutely.
In such an accessible way.
100%.
Even on her songs on this album where she's kind of talking about like the state of the world or the state of the government and how it feels like you can't like do anything, and it's just, this is the American dream, this is the American experience these days.
Yeah, but in a really lighthearted, fun,
in a really lighthearted, like just kind of like light, sassy, feminine way, which I really love.
Me too.
Yeah, I will say that merch guy sucked at their concert, but I don't think that was their fault.
No.
He called me fat.
We don't like him.
We don't like him.
So this one's gonna be a shocker for you. Number 7 is Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend.
Okay, it's actually not that much of a shocker because you have repeatedly said all year that it doesn't beat Short and Sweet for you.
It will never beat Short and Sweet for me.
But what the frick? Do you mean what the fork?
Yeah, I have 6 other albums that are ahead of it, and when you hear the 6 albums, you'll understand. No, Sabrina Falls 7 this year. I feel like it just deserves to be mentioned because it's really good. It's a solid follow-up. There's literally nothing wrong with it. It just isn't short and sweet. And I don't know, we got House Tour out of it. We got My Man on His Willpower, which we sing literally all the time. Like, we'll just be like walking around the house, like, My Man on His Willpower. That boy is corrupt. Yeah. PTSD on the daily. He sure fucked me up. I loved it. And I think that's the least I have to say about any record on here. So, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is Audrey Hobart, Who's the Clown.
I wonder where Sumi was.
Yeah, that's where Sumi went. Yeah. Into my albums. This is just like easy listening. Like, I played the hell out of it because no matter the circumstances, like every time I got in the car, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put on that Audrey album. She has risen to fame a little bit this year. Like, I think she was on Jimmy Kimmel and all.
She's risen?
She was on Jimmy Kimmel, and people are like, who's she? She was the songwriter for Gracie Abrams. If you are unfamiliar, a lot of her songs, the Gracie Abrams songs that went viral, such as That's So True, the TikTok song. And I actually was discussing this with my friend Bailey, and like she agrees that it's just like us realizing like one of the things that we like actually really loved about Gracie Abrams was just songwriting, and specifically Audrey's songwriting. And I think that's like why she has staying power. But she's like a super new artist. Like if you have not jumped on that bandwagon, check it out. I mean, I don't necessarily know if it's like for everyone, but I 100% feel like if you fall into the category of like a Taylor Swift fan, or you fall into a category of a Gracie Abrams fan, or even like leaning towards like
a halfway point. I mean, it's like Lucy Dacus almost, like maybe like a Phoebe Bridgers kind of thing.
I was gonna say Phoebe Bridgers, but I didn't know if that was like...
no, I mean, it approaches that territory, I think. I think it's absolutely fair game.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more like, the way I describe Audrey Hobart, and I'm so glad that I remembered to say this, is that it takes so much skill to write a song that sounds that simple. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And you said that exact thing to me whenever you were showing me her.
Yeah, because it's true. It's just like, to make a song sound like it was that easy to write is actually very, very hard to do. And she's really great with her storytelling, so I recommend.
Sex in the City.
See?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's great. My number 6 is Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. And now, this is another thing, too, is you can absolutely flame me and say that should be number 1 or should be number 2 because it is, objectively speaking, probably the best album on this list of mine. But it's my fucking list. And I'm gonna say it's number 6. I also just think it's because it's like I listened to a lot of songs from it. I didn't listen to it like in its totality a lot. But when I did, I was just like,
yeah.
Fuck.
And the fact that she dropped it as like a...
Yeah. I think like the rollout was very unique.
Pre-Spotify. She dropped it on her website.
It was super cool. I think more people should be doing that.
I listened to it for the first time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just like her, like, not Vivo, but like her just artist page.
Yeah. I guess I even have less to say about this than the Sabrina Carpenter album. But it's just perfection, honestly. Like, I don't understand how the industry managed to get a hold of a gem like Hayley Williams, and I'm so...
Since she was a child,
yeah,
mind you.
and I'm so thankful that we have her because she's just an excellent storyteller and just says things in the most eloquent way possible, and also yet in the most heartbreaking way possible, too.
Like, if a man doesn't respect Hayley Williams, that's my red flag. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
And I have known them. Paramore isn't a staple.
She said she knew them.
Past tense.
Men who don't like Hayley Williams. What?
Or Paramore, just don't think Paramore is an important formative band.
So for real. Be so for real. Anyways, number 6.
Number 6 for me is Lucy Dacus, Forever Is a Feeling.
Hey, wow, I had a little bit of a... Is that why you gave me like some bombastic side eye when I said that?
I mean, even though they're right next to each other on here, they're just so different to me.
They are different.
I saw Lucy Dacus live this year and watched her perform some of the songs from this, and that was my first time seeing like any of the Boy Genius members, if you will. I was a fan of Boy Genius first, I guess you could say, and then I was with Lucy Dacus for this rollout with this new album, and 100% so good. I think it was around April. I think she might have released it in March, because I remember during like Adoption Day era, I was like listening to it so much, and it was just like Forever is a Feeling I Know. I just feel like she captured a feeling. She just, the whole album, she just like truly captured a feeling, and that's how I feel about Boy Genius in general, where it's just like, they can just transport you to a whole other, like...
Absolutely.
They're not just giving you a song, or they're giving you an album, they're giving you an experience, which I think is like really powerful, and just seeing her live and screaming this song, as well as screaming some of her older songs, like Night Shift. Oh my god. Formative.
I remember you talked about that show for quite a while after that happened.
Well,
so.
also because I got called old there. I got called
That's it.
Unk. But that show was really good. And that song, it's definitely like, it should be the title track, because I do think it is the best song. But that's like...
Yeah.
Like, how much is that actually saying? Because there's so many songs on there that are so good.
That is true.
But that one, it just, like, it grooves. You know what I mean?
It does. It has a great pace to it, and I definitely enjoy it.
It hits basically, what I'm trying to tell you is it hits halftime. Remember thinking you were pretty when we met. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob!
My number 5 is the Calistal Boys. I Don't Want to See You in Heaven. This is a pretty intense top 5 here. So, starting off, this, as we said in our songs, I don't know which order this is going to come out in. This band can do fucking anything, and they will continue to do whatever the heck they want to do, and it will work. Like, they have proven time and time again that whatever influence you want to pull from,
I want my ice cream!
they've proved time and time again that you can use any sonic influence, and you can make whatever soundscape you want, and there will be a fan base for it. I think Carson was talking about how he literally was like an EDM kid in high school, but also loved like Dillinger Escape Plan. Just like the Calistal Boys suddenly makes sense to me.
Can we get a poll going for whether it's Dillinger or Dillinger in the comments? Because I'm still not convinced it's not Dillinger, and Dillinger sounds like a slur.
You're right. It's just, it's chaotic. It's in your face. There's a lot of good dynamic push and pull, specifically with their lead single. But then you can go into like some heavier tracks which like feature orthodox and shit. Like, it's just got some very like in your face. So that's my number 5. Calistal Boys.
Number 5. My number 5.
Why am I talking like that? Is Sister by Frost Children, which I actually changed today. It was way higher, but I just feel like I heard it and I was like, why is this the best thing I've ever heard? And then I like haven't listened to it as much since, and I didn't know if it was as powerful as some of the things that I put a little higher that I've been consistently just on. That being said, I really wanted to like have some representation for my EDM and not just like cater like bands or cater to like just the pop girlies, which I feel like sometimes my albums of the year just skew that way. And I just really wanted to like have a nod to how much I love EDM, because I listen to it all the time and just talk about it never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just because I don't have a lot of people in my circle that like also like really, really enjoy EDM or grew up on it like I did. But this album is so good. Frost Children, I know them as a collaborator of Porter Robinson. So in lieu of having a Porter Robinson release this year, this is like kind of what's keeping me sane during the intermission, if you will.
I mean, he dropped an absolute nuke of an album last year, and it was awesome. And
yes.
Yeah.
But this album is incredible. There are songs on it that just feel like I'm in middle school listening to Breathe Carolina again.
Yo.
Yeah, like there's hits, and there's songs in it that are like very like fist bump like EDM, but there's also songs in it that like aren't, you know what I mean? And they have like a little bit more depth to them, especially like lyrically.
Yeah. And
are slower. So I think there's a little bit of something for any kind of listener, as long as you can still appreciate like dance music for what it is. I think there's a little bit of something for everyone on that one. Yeah. I also love the album artwork. One of my favorite album artworks of the year.
I think to speak on like your EDM interest, I think it pokes through a lot in like the singles you listen to, because from what I understand and like what you've shown me, I don't think we've sat down and listened, and you've played a lot of EDM for me. We've never sat down and listened to an EDM record, because
a lot of people don't make records.
That's what I was going to say. They don't do that. So it's like when there is a time that an artist can do that, I'm sure it's a standout moment. Like, for example, that Skrillex album you were talking about. How it's like meant to sit down and like
he can do anything.
Exactly right. But it's just like, why don't, if Skrillex is able to do that so far in his career. Why has no one else done it?
Yeah, I took Shane to his first rave this year. Like, even when we like went to Florida, you could like hear me like listening to my rap more, listening to my EDM more. It's just like that was so fundamental to like, not that it's like, oh, it's who I am, but it's just like my inner child and just like the things I like. It's just like I don't want to lose sight of it just because like other people might not be able to relate. It's like if I want to go to a rave by myself, I can still totally do that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
But I was so happy to take you, and I feel like taking Shane there, he started to understand a little bit more like why they even exist in the first place and why people go to them. Yeah. Because I feel like maybe sometimes if it's not like something you grew up on or like your cup of tea, you might not necessarily understand the appeal just by listening to the music. You have to see it in the live setting with the production and with the lighting design and with the like fireworks and everything going on.
It's definitely something that needs like its full package to shine, truthfully, in my eyes. Just for my listening experience. Because again, I am a lyric guy, and you know, I know that that's a feel thing. I'm a very lyric heavy person, but when it comes to a live show, I want to feel the energy. Like, that's why I was talking about Drain. Like, am I like, man, I'd get Drain's lyrics tattooed on me? No, but it's a fucking fun show. And I feel like that's the same energy that EDM is. It's like, you're there to have a good time, go let it out, and then like, go and do whatever you gotta do the next day. And a hardcore show is very much the same, like, parallel. And I think you helped me put those pieces together.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you understood the overlap between like hardcore kids and like dubstep kids.
Yeah.
By going to that, because they are both very hard hitting in their respective whatever.
Hardcore kid, dubstep kid.
Literally. With my skull candy over the ear headphone.
Hey, I still have a pair upstairs. So I never too late.
Mine broke.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. And then I got Beats, which are not as good.
No. Number 4 is a good friend of mine, Tilt Control's Sky Blast. Jason, you are a true visionary for the art you cultivate.
Agreed.
Mike, you are an absolutely cracked and insane drummer. I will always give both of you guys your flowers. I'm really excited to go on tour with y'all later in February with my other band. But truly, besides the point, this album is uniquely its own. It's an honest record. It's an honest reflection of like what Jason's experienced, and just like the way he introduces soundscapes that just should not be in this type of music that he writes. It's so interesting. Like, he has a little vocoder.
I was gonna say, the vocoder is like, you don't see anybody else pulling all those stops.
The stops. That. Yeah. And it's just like he has 2 pitchforks on his pedal board, and one's for like going up and one's for going down. Like, it's crazy. Like, his setup is just insane. And seeing him grow from like just a solo artist with like a laptop in the background, and now having Mike as a live drummer, and seeing their album release show just like elevated it to the next level. And like, this album, it has something for everybody. Like, truthfully, a country song on there, a insanely sad and depressing ballad that I absolutely loved and definitely like choked up at listening to the first time. And then just like bangers like 1-800-GAMBLER, which is like the album ender, and it's like a I'm just gonna go 90 on the highway and outrun the cops, quite literally, that is mentioned in the song. But anyways, like, that is, the album is just perfect. It genuinely, we're approaching like 5 and Down is just what I think is just like perfect albums, and I would never skip a single track. And you guys crushed it. So shout out to everybody who worked on that album. I know it was a massive group of good people in Pittsburgh. There's so many names, but Jason and Mike, you guys crushed it, and I love you guys. So,
you know what I could see him doing? Shredding that automaton.
Yeah. Jason would crush that shit. So yeah, my number 4 is Tilt Control's Sky Blast.
Number 4. My number 4?
Yep, what's your number 4?
Smoochies!
Yeah.
Ash Nico. My queen. My actual queen. You know her? Oh, can I say that? I think it's public knowledge. Her show sold out
Oh, nice.
at my venue in like a month.
That's awesome.
In like a month!
That's so cool.
I love her. I think she is the like artistic genius that we need in modern pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just marches to the beat of her own drum, and I feel like you can't not love her for it. And like this is like super like my opinion for sure, but it's just like I personally think she's like the best thing to come out of like 2020 2021 TikTok like music. Like her song Daisy blew up and I was like, yes, absolutely. But then I listened to all her other songs and I'm like, wait, no, every song is good.
Yeah.
Like her music hits you like a punch in the face. Like I just love her.
Yeah.
I truly love her. She's like the influencer, you know?
We are the influenced.
I found out about Baldur's Gate 3 because of her.
That's crazy.
Isn't that a crazy pull?
That's a crazy pull.
But she's just like that girl. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And she ain't shy about it either. She knows she's that girl. Like,
Yeah.
literally, there are people that I work with that, like, weren't fans of her, had no idea who she was, and then, like, worked the show, and they're, like, now fans of her.
Yeah.
Because she was sick with, like, the flu. She should have been heaving, and she's, like, upside down on stage, like,
Yeah.
singing and...
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like, doing these full out, like, every song is choreographed. Every single song. Like, it's crazy. Clock it. Clock it. Oh. I love her. I'm so glad that I found her whenever she was blown up online and, like, I got to see her growth artistically.
My number 3 is Saturdays at Your Place, These Things Happen.
It's really high.
It's really high. When it first came out, I was like, oh wow, this is like solid. Like,
I showed it to you.
yeah, and you did show it to me, even though like this is a band that I've been listening to for like a minute. Even like pre tarot cards before that blew up on TikTok.
Tarot cards?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Pulling out the tarot cards. But no, they just like when oh god, what's the name of the album? Always Cloudy, right? I think it's Always Cloudy.
Isn't that a song?
Well, it's Always Cloudy in Kalamazoo. Yeah, but I thought that was the name of the EP too.
It might be.
But anyways, when that EP came out, and prior to that, I'm like, wow, this band's like super solid. Like, I'm just waiting for them to like get the push. And then we watched them open for Arm's Length.
Insane lineup.
And
that whole night.
that was the Wax Bodega tour. Still like easily top 10 tour. It was Arm's Length, Ben Quad, Carly Cosgrove, and Saturdays at Your Place. Like literally like such big 4 hitters.
Midwest emo big 4.
No, literally. Just seeing them there and like they're just leveling up. And then like they put out the singles. I'm like, wow, these are really strong singles. This band grew even bigger than what I thought they were going to be. Like Midwest emo's really in its groove right now. And it's really interesting to say that because it's like for the longest time it seemed like it was like the redheaded stepchild of like emo music. Like where pop punk got the
what?
The redheaded stepchild.
Is that a saying?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, redheads.
Pop punk got its flowers, emo got its flowers, and then like Midwest emo never got its moment. And I feel like we're living through a resurgence of that style of music, and I think Saturdays at Your Place is easily one of the front runners of that like movement. And like I'd Rather Be in Michigan was pretty much the song that like sealed the deal for me as that. And like what the fuck what am I supposed to do? It's like, oh my god, that song's catchy as fuck. And again, it takes a more like indie approach. The record is not very like the most rough vocals with like guitars coming through a potato. It is like very polished, very easy to listen to, very accessible, and just really solid songs. So as my number 3 pick.
I can like hear it in my head when you talk about it, which I feel like you can't say for like a lot of
a lot of songs, yeah.
You know what I mean? That album didn't place for me just because there was so much good music this year.
It was so hard. It was
so hard. But I think there's a lot of bands that I just need to be there for their album drop, for their album rollout to really bite. Whereas like there's so much music that I find like in post, you know what I mean, where it's just like people are already fans, people are already like dick riding it, for like lack of a better term. It's like, this is like the newest greatest thing, and it's just like I wasn't there, you know what I mean? So it's just like I can become a fan of it, but it just feels like more bandwagony than like when I can just kind of like listen to something when it first comes out on my own without hearing anyone's opinions about it. So I think that's like all I really needed for this band.
Yeah.
Was to just like not see it like through the lens of like your experience with it or like anyone else's experience with it, but just like listen to it myself and be like, oh yeah. So like I did also really like this album, even though it's not on my list. My number 3 is Man's Best Friend. I don't even know what to say when it comes to Brina. I've been with her for so long. I've been with her since before Emails I Can't Send. I've been with her since she was on Girl Meets World on Disney Channel is when I was with her from.
Clock it!
Like, I love her down. I love her.
Down.
I love her down. I love her so bad. She could shit something out, I'd be like, yes, absolutely. I don't know if I want to put it with Short and Sweet, because it's just like Short and Sweet was like an era, and then Man's Best Friend is an era, and I think they both need to exist in their own regard.
I agree.
Even Sabrina doesn't think that Man's Best Friend is better than Short and Sweet. So like, I don't know if that colors it all, but like, I really enjoyed this album. It was my top album of the year on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I found out.
I think the thing that kind of adds a layer to it is, like, I'm saying, oh, it's not beating Short and Sweet, but like, this came out like a year
I know.
after the fact. So like, the fact
know.
it's even like on a list, as big as it is, being acknowledged, like, she put this out and she was still on the Short and Sweet tour. Well, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane.
I love that Sabrina has just like found her groove and like found her sound. I think that was the most important part, and like that's why she's as big as she is and as loved as she is now. Even my dad's a Sabrina Carpenter fan.
Yes. And we did find that out.
I knew that.
Well,
no, I knew that. Yeah. I knew that since last Christmas.
Yeah, you're right. You told me that.
He gets the news blasts to his phone from Apple News, and they were all about Sabrina, so he was like, who's this? My dad also loves Taylor Swift, because they're all from, like, where he's from in Pennsylvania.
No, literally. Yeah. Literally.
I want to say that she's a one-liner queen, but it's not even a one-liner when it's every single
Everything's a bar.
And everything she ever says is a bar. Clears.
Yeah.
Clears. She's so good.
She is so good.
What if I want you to stay?
Okay.
He sure fucked me up. Not this one. Get PTSD on the daily. Not this one. Because this one is my baby.
We're so gross.
Yes, we are. Number 2. Y'all are gonna flame me for this. It's the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. So like the thing is it's this is gonna take a lot of explaining.
Here's the thing.
A lot of the time I rank a lot of my records or
also,
like
who showed you K-pop Demon Hunters?
It takes a lot for me to be like inspired immediately after I listen to something to want to go like try to recreate what I just listened to. The first time you showed me that movie, Golden was just like, I was sleeping and it was being sung to me the entire time. And like I would wake up and I would listen to it and I still couldn't get out of my head. Or like I would listen to like What It Sounds Like or like all these other songs. Like for Christ's sake, you got me a Huntrix shirt for Christmas and the soundtrack. So like,
mind you, he's only seen this movie one time.
I've seen it once, but that's all I needed. Like I immediately sat down and started messing with my like shitty synth keyboard upstairs to try and make like really bad bedroom pop, because I was just like, whatever is in these songs is pure like ecstasy, and like
I was like, don't say crack, don't say crack.
I needed it every single day. It's just like, objectively speaking, you're probably like, ha ha ha, Shane, your number 2 album is like a kids movies thing. Who the hell cares? I don't care. If it's something that inspires you, I think that should speak before anything else. And that is 100% what it did for me. It will be stuck in my head probably till next year, and probably till the year after that, and then probably until the second one comes out, and then Iteration 2 is going to be on my 2029 or whatever the hell it's supposed to come out. albums of the year.
We cosplayed.
And we did. We went as them as Halloween.
My number 2 is Hayley Williams' Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party! And I feel like we already kind of talked about why.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I really need to get into it, but I just love her. She's so nostalgic, but she's also still so incredible now. This album could be like released today as like a standalone, her only album, and I would still think it's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's just amplified by just how important she's been to me and how important she's been to the scene. The fact that she's calling out all these like stupid people in like the country music scene. Like, the fact that she's not afraid to still raise her voice to protect other people.
Absolutely.
We have the same number 1 album of the year, so we're going to talk about it together, juntos. And it is
Arm's Length, There's a Whole World Out There. It's not even fair. Because like
not even a compliment.
There's nothing that even comes close to like the artistry of that album.
When there are people that don't know Arms Like or have not, I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How is this not like universally like just number 1? You know what I mean?
And
like,
I mean, it's also reassuring too when like we've been scrolling through social media and seeing like, oh, this media outlet's top 10 or like this band's top 10 albums of like that they've enjoyed. Arm's Length's been on every single one, and it's about time because like when Never Before Seen Never Again Found came out, I was on that shit prior to like I saw them before that album even came out. I literally heard Object Permanence before it was a single. And it was just like, holy shit, this band is everything, you know? And like, when that album came out, I'm like, okay, this is the start of a run. And I could just tell you that, right? Like, I knew. You know, you knew. And when you go back and listen to it, like, obviously you know now.
Yeah,
and
like,
it's just like...
there's something cooking there. There's something in there.
It's just crazy, because they did it again. Like, they literally did it again, and they will do it again, every single time.
One day later.
Hello, editing summer here. The long-awaited album of the year, and somehow there is just an entire outro missing. No idea where it went. I'm quite literally like checking all my SD cards, and I think maybe the camera just stopped recording and somehow neither one of us noticed. So I'm just gonna outro here as a failsafe. Thank you so much for watching this 3-part series. I'm sorry the 3rd part took literally over a month to be here. I have been in hell with my local storage on every device that I edit on. It has been very touch and go, but I finally think that we have it figured out. I mean, at least temporarily. We don't have it permanently figured out, but we have it temporarily figured out and we have a plan. Now it's just going to be like back to vlogs as usual. There's a couple of like older videos that I also need to get up. So not sure precisely the order yet, but just know that there's an old haul coming. There is fibromyalgia video and then just regular vlog content. So thank you so much for watching me and Shane talk about our favorite music. And happy 2026. A little late for that, but happy 2026. Thank you for watching.